glad to see so many people here. We've been on a bus tour. This is our third day, crisscrossing, yes, the state, going to as many communities as we possibly could. We could not leave out Taunton. It's a very special community. And as you know, we live right down the highway in Rentham, so Taunton is very familiar to us. I just would like to say we do only have a couple of days left. It is vitally important that everyone get out and talk to the people they know. Tell them, if they don't already understand, how important this race is. How important it is to keep Scott in Washington. I'm there. I see him getting up at 5:30 in the morning, working tirelessly all day long, well into the night. He's not doing it for himself, and he's not doing it for me. And I mean that in the nicest way. He's doing it for you. I'd like to introduce, there are two other women in his life that are certainly equal, if not far more important than I, and that's his daughters. Ayla, our oldest. Now, do you believe that Scott doesn't like women? He could hardly. I'd like to introduce you to your United States Senator, Scott Brown.
All right, then, thank you very much. What a wonderful turn. I was great to be back in front of you. Great to see all of you. Great to see everybody. All our elected officials, thank you for serving Sean. Good luck and wish you well. You got my vote. And I want to wish you all, honestly, a great rest of the weekend. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy honey-do list. I have one. That's why I'm actually running the United States Senate, so I don't have to do the honey-do list. All the leaves are there, the woods hasn't been stacked, and obviously I'm kidding, but listen, thank you so much for coming out. This is our second, I think third to last stop today. We've been all over, started in the Cape, went over to another part of the Cape, we just went over to Fall River, we're here, we're going into Boston, then up to Worcester. It's been wonderful. The reception and the turnout has been just as exciting and enthusiastic as it was on January 19, 2010. Remember that? When we took over the people's seat and sent a very, very powerful message to the people in Beacon Hill and in Capitol Hill that we weren't going to have business as usual anymore. We're going to work to try to find common sense solutions. You sent me down there to be that independent voice, the guy that would be working with other people of goodwill to find that common ground to push forward common sense solutions. You didn't send me down there to be a partisan ideologue. You sent me down there to be a problem solver. Yep. If you want a partisan ideologue, you can send the other person down there.
There you go.
If you want to send somebody down there who has been working to find common sense solutions, because let me tell you, you've seen the unemployment numbers. They went up nationally. You've seen the unemployment numbers in Massachusetts. They've been up 3 months in a row. You see the GDP growth. It's flat. You see the fact that businesses are hurting. People are hurting. Unemployed, underemployed people, kids having difficulty getting jobs. Everyone's just kind of scared. They're just kind of waiting till the elections are over. They're kind of hunkering down. They're saying, I'm going to wait till I hire. I'm going to wait till I grow. I'm going to wait to take a chance to maybe bring on that new part-time employee. I don't know what's next, so I'm going to wait. Well, you know what? I'm tired of waiting. I want to maybe have our country continue. Do better. Because listen, I know for a fact, right now, right here in this pavilion, there are Democrats here, good Democrats here. I know there are good independents here. And there are great Republicans here too, but you know what? We're all Americans first. We're all Americans first. And I'm going to introduce you to one of my heroes, Steve Grogan. Talk about a warrior, huh? Talk about a warrior. One of the toughest football players I've ever met. And he's a dear friend. He's got a heart of gold. He's one of the most philanthropic, wonderful men that Gail and I have had the opportunity to know. Steve, it's an honor to have you here. It's an honor to take your vote, and I appreciate it. So before we leave, make sure everyone goes up and gives him a nice handshake and a warm hug, so just don't hurt him, he's a little fragile now. Well, listen, all kidding aside, this election, as I said, is going to be close. As you know, I'm from here. I've been here since I was 1. I went to high school here, went to college here, went to law school here. I married a local Waltham girl. I have a couple of kids that were born here. I'm from here. I know where Taunton is. I'm in a GPS, okay? I don't just show up when the cameras are rolling. I show up when General Dynamics is having difficulty and there are jobs on the line. I show up when the firefighters and the police are looking to get some advantages, when they're competitively fighting for their AFG Safer Burn Jag grants. I've been out there working very hard with the delegation, with your delegation, trying to make sure that you can be competitive in the things that really are due, your fair share. And that's very important for the city of Taunton, because it is a struggling city, but there's also great opportunities here. And we have the opportunity to make it even better. You have a mayor that's working hard, you have a council that's working hard, and that's the key. We need to work on these things together. State, municipal, federal, do it all together. And I'm telling you what, let me just tell you something. You've heard me say this in the debates, guys. Aside from my marriage to Gail of 26 years and the birth of my kids, being your senator has been the greatest honor I've ever had. So thank you. And I know for a fact that there are many military men and women here right now. I want to thank the their service and sacrifice as well. And I'm going to steal something borrow something that Senator McCain said at our Melrose rally. You military men and women in here, and your spouses and people who are supportive of the military, I'm going to ask you to do one more thing for me. I'm going to ask you to go on one more mission. One more mission. Okay, and that's to do exactly what Shauna and others have said. Do not go to bed on November 6th wishing you had done more. Do not go to bed wishing you had done more. What do I mean by that? Get on your email list, Facebook, Twitter. Pick up the phone, you know the thing on the wall? Some of you still have the circling dialing things, okay? Get on the phone and call your friends, your family, your kids. Make sure they get out to vote. Don't take anything for granted. Go on your street, knock on some doors, take some signs, put them up. We got a couple more days. Send a very powerful message to your friends and family that, hey, you want them to get involved and make a difference. Don't go to bed November 6th wondering and wishing you had done more. That you lost an advocate to protect jobs at General Dynamics. When you lost an advocate to fight for you in Capitol Hill and work with your delegation. Do not go to bed November 6th wishing you had done more. It's very simple. All I'm asking for is we need poll watchers, we need people at the polls. Coordinate amongst yourselves, speak to our team. Get out there, send a message. If you see anything that looks a little strange or funny, buses pulling up or anything like that, with people getting off, you got to speak up. You got to protect, obviously, the rights that we have, and we obviously have to make sure that we do it a little bit better, and we can continue to push and battle each day. I can't do this alone. And the fact that you would take time out of your busy days to come here, it means so much to all of us, to Sean, to me, Sean and Keiko, they have races too. You need to get out. You need to make sure you put good people. There are good people here. And I find there are good people on both sides of every issue. You know what the difference between my opponent and me is? Us versus them.
Yep.
Haves and have-nots.
Yep.
Men versus women.
Yep.
Rich versus poor. What about like in the middle? How about
Absolutely.
like me? Let's go have a beer, sit down, have a pizza, and let's work out things together. How about stop dividing our country and start unifying our country? So let me just say, we are deeply honored. My wife, my daughters and I are deeply honored to be here. We want to thank you for your welcome and support that you've given us. It's uplifting. I'm definitely awake now. So we have a few minutes to come by and say hello to everybody, and we want to do just that. So thank you, and please get out and vote.
Go, Scott, go! Go, Scott, go! Go, Scott, go! Go, Scott, go! Go, Go, Scott, go! Go, Scott, go! Go, Scott, go! Go, Scott, go!